Hello everyone, welcome to Logic Sensei, your go-to place to master logic reasoning. I'm here to make reasoning simple, smart, and super easy to crack. So this is part 5 of NPAT sample paper playlist. Let's go over the remaining problems. So out of the 5 options given below, 4 are similar in a certain manner. However, one is not like the other 4, select the one which is different from the rest. So for these type of problems, you just need to write the position of the letters and then determine if there is any pattern that you could see. Okay, let me write the position. Okay, so with the help of the sheet, I put the position of the alphabets, right? Like J is 10, H is 8, D is 4, and B is 2. Okay, let's see if we can find any pattern here. 10, 8, I can see -2, and 8 and 4, it's -4. 4 and 2, it is -2. Similarly, see the difference between positions of adjacent letters. 15, 9, we will have -6, 9, 9, 0. 9 minus 3 is reducing by 6. Then this is reducing by 2, by 4. And 6 and 5 it's reducing by -1. Now 23 and 10 it is reducing by -13, and this is +4 and this is -13. Hope you are getting some pattern from here. This is +4, -1, and again +4. So if you see, for 4 of the options, the first and the last number are same. That is, there is some symmetry. Here we do have -2, -2. Here we have -6 and -6. Then there is -13, -13, right? And +4 and +4. But only for one option, we don't see any symmetry. Like -2, -4, -1, there's no symmetry. Hence, your answer is C. This is how you solve this problem. Let's go to the next question. So let us determine which one is different from the rest. A, cold, chilly, frosty, freezing, sensitive. All I could think of is cold, chilly, frosty, freezing are all related to cold, ice, anything. But sensitive is different. Hence, your answer would be E. Let's go to the next question. Let's determine which pattern is different. Pause and examine the patterns. Okay, hope you have paused. The odd one out of these 5 is 3. Why, you ask? Figure 3 is odd one because it is the only figure with spiral-like pattern and I don't see any symmetry. While all other figures have regular and symmetric shape. So this is the only figure with spiral-like pattern. Hence 3 is the answer. Now coming to the next question. We need to determine which is odd. So I can see a mirror pattern here. Let's see if it is a correct mirror pattern or not. Like Q, Y, X, Z, A. Let's go with the first line for all the options. So I can see a clear mirror figure here. Similarly, this and this matches. Here I can see one thing. Q is not a mirror figure. Let's go over the next options. Q is here and Q, Y, X, Z, A. Everything seems same. So 3 should be the odd one out, but let's see if we can find anything else. As I row over, if you see, I can see that even Z is similar, right? But for others, it is exact symmetry. So that's the reason why 3 is the answer for this question. Now we need to determine which option will fit into the blank space. All I can think of is there is a square and to one of the corner there are 2 extensions, right? Let's see if any other option has such positions. So A option, I see a square, but there is an extension of squares like this, okay, which is not the same as the figure. Similarly, this square, it is like this. This square seems to match. It has 2 corners, okay. However, let's just go ahead with seeing the next options as well. Okay, so only C figure can fit into this diagram. Okay, let's go over the next question. Here I can see a square and extension of the sides of adjacent corner. Okay, let's see which diagram fits. Now this is a square with two extensions of the same corner, so this is not. Now then there is another square which has extensions of the sides of adjacent corners. This seems to be correct. This also extension of the same corner, and this is extension in the same corner, and this is extension, but it is not a perpendicular position. So all these are wrong and your answer is B. Coming to this diagram, it is like this. Okay, now this is extension of the same corner, so this is wrong. Similarly, it's the extension of the same corner, so this is wrong. Here I can see that it is extension of the adjacent, but we have a perpendicular line here, right? Hence this is not the answer. Here I can see a single corner extension, not two corners, so wrong. Hence this should be our answer. This is extending like this and there's a perpendicular line which is similar to this. Hence E is the answer. Coming to the last question of this paper, I can see a U shape and there is a blank and there is a block. Okay, I never see a U shaped in here with 8. Now here this matches, right? Like there is black and white to fill the gap. It exactly fits into our figure. Now even E doesn't match. So D is our answer. Thanks for watching the video. If you found this helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to Logic Sensei. Stay tuned for next logical reasoning questions that we are going to solve.